Alrighty, this is part 2, and this is the bit where I get to take the archery dojo. You can see there that where I'm putting my infantry is normally where I would put the units in preparation for the attack, but the Shogutai here have moved up a lot quicker than I thought they would. And I simply wasn't prepared for a push across the bridge. If you're playing this, what you might want to do is move the men across. You see there's men in the woods as well. Move men across and put them on the left hand side as well. Like, put everything on the left hand side so that your men are forced, those men in the centre of the Shogutai, the katanas, are forced to go left. And then take a unit of line infantry or the Keitai there and do what we did with the workshop, just run them straight up into the dojo area. You don't have to cap the dojo, you just have to take cover behind the walls, because if you look to the top left of the map, there's a general unit for a start, which is shogunate infantry. Then there's 3 units of infantry as well, just in the village. What they do is they wait until these men start to rout, and then they move down. I think they might actually move down when the battle starts. You know? So if you get units up there fast, I wasn't prepared for it at all. As a matter of fact, I forgot about them completely, to tell the truth. And it kind of set me back a bit. I actually lose my units of infantry because so just like this unit of line infantry here, I didn't have to use to flank the second unit of line infantry that I'm not fighting at the moment, the ones that are just moving up into position. And I definitely wasn't ready to take on those Shogutai proper. As you can see, I hit my men with a suppression fire, which loosened their morale a bit. If you look top left now, you'll see them moving. One of the units is wavering, so they're sending reinforcements. This would be a fantastic point here. Instead of flanking this one unit, I should have just thrown that line infantry into the dojo here. Or, at the very least, hit them with one volley in the back and then ran for it. But, whenever. Never mind. You can see my cannons are moving again. I think that might have been me putting them into position to get closer to the gun stash, or gunpowder stash, sorry. Which are once again inside the big towers. You don't have to hit the tower, you just have to hit next to it. That's exactly what I did. And if you want, you can even make the AI do it for you. Which I think that was why I pushed them closer. I decided to go for it myself here and missed like 10 times before actually hitting it. So I think that's me moving my melee units up to get ready for the cap of the dojo. So you can see there that those units have made serious ground. I think they're running. I really should have pushed my men in there earlier, and as a result I will lose 2 units of line infantry. There we go. Cannons are being unlimbered. I've got my men. You want to make sure before you blow up the this thing, the gunpowder stash, that you have men there ready to take the people coming across that bridge, because what happens is you set it all on fire and they have to get out of the castle because both gates are now burning, which would leave them sort of trapped in the middle and they just all burnt to death. So your main point would be to push men up to the bridge, or to have them sitting inside the dojo area, sort of taking cover. So that unit of line is eating shit. Also have my cannons in place to help there, as you've seen. This is why you don't want to overuse the cannons at the start. She's simply, if you push the Keitai over to the workshop from the very beginning, you do not need to use the cannons to help you push up. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have needed the cannons here if I'd done the exact same thing, just pushed up. But my men seem to be winning the fight. I think this is where it all goes to hell for the infantry. I didn't mention it there, but I'm pretty sure I showed it. I moved the sharpshooters, as you can see it. My furthest unit, the top right of the minimap there. Well, the centre right of the minimap, to be honest. They are sitting fighting units on the wall. They're just on the edge of the water and they're just shooting into, I think it's katanas that are on the wall. And that's a good idea, because if you lose your cannons to the cavalry charge that's coming up here, which will probably be shown in part 3, you're probably going to want to have killed quite a few of those, because katanas are probably going to be the bane of your existence by the time you get to the area. So here's where I decided that to move them onto the corner would have been a better idea. I should have done that to begin with instead of having them just sort of sit in line formation. But unfortunately by the time they get there, they rout. And I was going to throw the general up there, but I thought maybe just the satisfying feeling of having the Kyoto police just running around you might have snapped them like that. Because sometimes if units are routing, if you sit other units next to them, it's going to bring them back down. Obviously there they've shattered, you can't get them back once they shatter. I actually think that the gap between rout and shatter is too small if you're in the fight. There obviously, because they weren't being hit, they were okay, but when you're in the middle of a fight, units just rout and shatter almost immediately. That's me dumbfounded at how I've managed to leave a unit of the Kyoto police that far behind. This is the point where, if you've done it exactly as I have, this is where you want to push all your units up now. This is really where you need to move up the units. So I'm moving the Imperial infantry up. Imperials are really good actually. I actually really like the Imperials, much better than line infantry. I've put them here because they get... It's a strange area of cover. It's like the little sort of slanty bit of the fence. It seems to offer more cover than you would expect. So this is me missing miserably, like 5 million times with this damn cannon. Oh there we go. Good job, me.
The defenders must flee from the castle.
Unfortunately, I done it too early. So I wasn't prepared for the defenders to rush outside, which kind of left me pushing all the men into the battle at once, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, as I was saying, that little sort of the bent bit of the fence there protects the line infantry on that side a little more than just sort of having them stand and fight. And obviously at that point they can then reach the enemy as well. It's a big boost. I don't know why, but I'm being a bit of a muppet right now. I'm pushing the line infantry up to the bridge, which... Don't do that. Bring them back as I've done there. I've brought them back and stuck them on the wall. And I've put my black bears on the wall that the Kyoto police are fighting at. I'm going to move the white bears around to where the Kyoto police are right now. Just to help shoot things going across the bridge. Going to recall the Kyoto police, just put them behind the white bears, and they will be my standing fight melee unit if they get too close. Don't want to come up too early because I still need the Kyoto police quite a bit, so I'd much rather they started to fight a unit of light infantry, just sort of take the brunt, because the Kyoto police are without a doubt some of the finest units you have. You probably think that's a lie, because they haven't really done much except sort of die and the occasional bit of scrapping, but they really do help when it comes to this cavalry charge that's coming up. That's a pain in the ass. So there we go, moving the Kyoto police up. The line infantry have taken the brunt. The line infantry unfortunately will rout and shatter. but they will do their job. Their job is to simply stand there and wait for the police to come. The unfortunate part of this was that the black bears stopped firing and I didn't notice. I seen gunfire coming across it, but it was the white bears and I moved them to take the dojo, which was unfortunate. And with the line infantry running away, I feared that it might cause a mass rout, in which case I had to get other units up there just to sort of support. Units will always feel more comfortable when their flanks are secured and there's more units, even units behind them. If there's no unit, if they're on their own, there's no units nearby, and the general's far away, or routing in fact, as well. It crushes morale so fast, so it'll be really quick here. Just make sure you're prepared before you blow up that gunpowder cache. Don't leave it too late though. If you leave it too late, then much like I did the first part, it kind of makes the end of the map difficult. What you do at the start and in the middle depends on how easy the end is. Although here I have about, I think the maximum time you get is 80 minutes. So here I've still got about 60 left, so I've got an hour left. So I will use all of that hour as well. So long as you keep your time good, get to here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, then you're probably going to be. We've committed the katanas now. Once these men rout, my objective is to cap the workshop, the archery dojo, and move up the cannons. Get the cannons into position. You want to? I put the cannons. I tried putting them on the hill the last time, but obviously the cavalry charge ruined their life. But apart from that, just in front of the bridge here does the exact same thing. It puts them closer, so it helps with the accuracy as well. Just it makes it all round much easier. So there we go. I'm now positioning the melee units up front. I'm just gonna march them up there because they don't need any ammunition. So just march them up there, keep them ready for the cavalry charge. You put them up there early, and then get all your men in the archery dojo, and they start stacking up all the ammo, and it makes sure that they're fresh to daisy for the fight coming up. Cavalry will be in that forest. If they're not in that forest, they will be in the forest. But if they're not at the front of the forest, they might be somewhere in the middle or the rear. And you just have to make sure they don't charge A, your general, B, your cannons. Those are the two main things you have to protect, that's why they're so far back for this fight. If you don't want to sort of push your cannons up too early, or if you would rather fight them right now, then you can just put 2 units of line infantry or any gunman in front, preferably the one at the rear as meal fire, and send them up with a unit of Kyoto police with infantry and Kyoto police on the flank, which is exactly what I've done right there. And you just push them up to the forest, and eventually you'll spot them, or they'll spot you and run at you. And these little bastards will be your upcoming targets. Essentially your job is to kill them until they die. But yeah, that's basically part 2. All you're doing is capturing the dojo and positioning himself for this upcoming cavalry fight, and I can't stress enough that they're in those woods. So hopefully that's helped, and may you learn from my numerous mistakes. And we shall see you in part 3. Salutations.